Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a general freestyle, so it doesn't center around love and relationships, but if they come up in the reading, I'll be sure to let you know. I like to look at your current energies, the people you could be dealing with, future events, and some advice. So stick around, see how it goes. Current energies for my Sagittarius is the Nine of Wands, right? A little bit of defense, a King of Pentacles. Oh, right. So I really feel like you could feel like your stability, your almost sanity, right? My sanity kind of depends on how well I can keep these people away from me. I feel like you're probably trying to create a lot of space right now. Bottom of the deck, it's the Ace of Swords. You've kind of seen the truth. It's a possibility that you're not really surrounding yourself with a lot of very, very positive influences. They probably just using you, or that's what you feel like. I have nothing on the table at this time to support that accusation. It's just how you feel. It seems like you feel like you have to be defensive in one way, shape, or form right now to protect what you do have, what you worked hard for, what you deserve. I see the Lovers right here. I see the Moon. And I see the Nine of Cups in reverse. I almost wonder if you're protecting what is yours or protecting yourself from a significant other at this time. Because the Nine of Cups it's a discontentment. It's emotionally dependent on you. You understand? Or you're emotionally dependent on... It's a codependency kind of thing. Except with the Lovers and the Moon here, it screams secret to me. It seems it's secret. Because even the Lovers right here, they're not people. They're trees. You understand? If a tree falls in the forest, who's around to hear them? Like, nobody really has witnessed y'all two growing together or being what you are. And the Moon here is another card of secrets hidden, right? But it doesn't look like the two pillars like in every other tarot deck. It looks like the Lover's card, right? So the fact that these two cards have come out together leads me to kind of believe that this is maybe an under the radar kind of thing, or a platonic, like I really depend on you, and I have depended on you for quite some time, but you putting me through it, man. I don't think that I think you're emotionally draining. Not you, Sagittarius. I think that's what you would say. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Cups. Like, I'm trying to put that under the rug. I'm trying to sweep it under the rug. I'm trying to forget about all those times that you left me feeling drained and scared or worried or waiting or stood me up. I'm trying to kind of compensate for how you make me feel when you finally do come. You know, or you are finally here. I'm trying to balance the two out. But I'm growing rather defensive about it. Even kind of protecting my assets and myself, my sanity. I can't host anymore. You know? Okay, more about Sagittarius's person. Sagittarius, do you mind if I look into your person, your secret affair? I want to see more about Sagittarius's person. And I just actually saw the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That was before I shuffled, though, so I don't know how much relevance it holds, but I know that if I see it, it probably holds some relevance. I'm going to knock again. I think I should knock a third time. You know, maybe not all the dust is out. All right, can I see Sagittarius's person, please? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 333 might be of service to you at this time. Knock 3 times if you want me to. I don't know. Anyway. All right, can I see Sagittarius' person, please? They're waiting. Well, I'm not going to pressure the deck, you know. No, okay. That's why it had to all come out together. Okay, so your person, okay. All right. Okay, so they're starting to kind of see maybe your withdrawal or your defense mechanisms are making it apparent to them, right? Because the blindfold's kind of starting to come off. Maybe they were acting, because when look, I got to be honest with you. Side note, when situations come up like this, there's no book written on it. There's not a lot of people prancing around putting on billboards exactly what they're doing. So you can't really see how they act and how they react, you know. I don't think that they particularly knew that you were feeling this way. And Sagittarius, I know your face gives it away. I know you say things, but I don't think they knew. Because Nine of Cups, they're completely satisfied with how things are. They really are. But honestly, they're noticing. They are noticing that they do have to put some effort into holding the tower together, right? And with the Empress out in reverse, but the Five of Wands in the upright, right? In reverse, it's like, instead of sitting in their bounty, right? Instead of being what they want to be in your presence, or feeling what they feel in your presence, they're noticing that they have to hold this tower up. They're noticing that they have to diffuse some animosity. They're noticing it. So that's where most of their effort is going right now, instead of enjoying the fruits of your labors. I'm not saying that they're using you. I'm saying that emotionally draining, you know, if I get emotionally fulfilled by being in your presence, and you get emotionally drained when I'm in your presence, then there's a chance that we have a dynamic in our relationship that could use a little tweaking. Gotta be honest with you. All right. A little bit more about Sagittarius' person, please. A little bit more about Sagittarius' person. They want to address it. They would like to address what the animosity is, what the diffused animosity is. They would like to address what the toppling tower is all about. Why are you withdrawing? Why are you defensive? Why are you like this? What has happened? What have I done wrong? You know, there's no book about sneaking around. There's no book about it. You know, I'm not saying that either one of you are in a relationship currently. I see the Five of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant, Death, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So there is, yes. This is transforming them. Oh my God. And it's almost like they don't even care what anybody else thinks anymore. Like if they were the reason why y'all were sneaking around or hiding, I don't think that they're going to be like that for very much longer. I see the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the defeat at all costs is... Okay. Okay. So my Five of Cups, my Five of Swords is in reverse. My Three of Cups is in reverse, and the Hierophant is upright. But you see how he's standing there? See how he's sitting there? Committed and praying to the situation. Look, I'll do anything. It's really not a game anymore. I don't care what these people think. You know? If I have to bring you to Copeland's on Tuesday, I will. I will, in public. If I have to hold your hand in Walmart, you know, I don't care who sees. It's a little bit more them willing to do. And I think it's how you attack the situation, because you didn't attack them. You know, you didn't withdraw all your love, right? You didn't deny or shout. It's just you started putting up defenses, subconscious or conscious. You started to put up defenses. They understood that you were no longer as comfortable as you were before. Here's the Death card, right? The Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in reverse. That's putting the defenses down and not giving any more, right? It could be like to the point of irresponsibility, like an overcorrection of sorts. But I feel like they really just want you to see, and they want to prove to you that they are transformed, that they have changed, that they are no longer the person that they were before this thing happened. Because honestly, Sagittarius, I really kind of feel like how they feel about you is way more important than the structure of the relationship that y'all found y'allself in. The relationship itself is a little bit more important than the structure that y'all found y'allself in. And I do believe it's kind of time to graduate out that previous structure into something different. And I think that what this energy is supporting. Can I look at Sagittarius's upcoming energies, please? Sagittarius's upcoming energies, please. Oh, it's not a lot, but you love it, right? And you're willing to reciprocate it. I really feel like it's one hand washes the other right here. I really feel like it's the idea of reciprocating, right? Two of Pentacles. There is still a little bit of balancing to do, right? In-laws, things like that. I mean, just because we're not hiding it anymore doesn't mean that we're going to the old stomping grounds in front of everybody intentionally right off the jump. We're going to start off in public, you know, kind of bleeding into the atmosphere around us, just because it is time for me to make you aware that, you know, you wanting to do these things with me is more important than me being afraid that somebody's going to see us. Sagittarius, this is a weird situation. It's a weird reading. I usually have the strangest analogies, but for some odd reason, this is the analogy today. So if you find yourself that you're not really exactly perfectly fitting into the analogy, use your imagination a little bit. I know I do. Can I have a little bit more about Sagittarius's upcoming energies? Death in reverse. You're clinging to something. Nine of Wands. You're still clinging to some sort of defense. Five of Pentacles and wanting to walk away. And the Page. Oh, okay. So this is really, really specific. Some of you enjoy the voyeurism. about it, the sneaking. Maybe that's where the excitement was coming from. You understand? Is that nobody knew or nobody could find out. And the second this starts to, you'll find yourself being defensive yet again, clinging to the defensiveness and wanting to wanting to walk away, because the Page of Wands being in the reverse kind of leads me to believe that there's a lack of communication, or the passion has started to go down some. Eight of Pentacles. What about working on it? But you'll continue to work on it. Good, Sagittarius. Great, man. I love that for you. I love the idea that even though, you know, you understood this was a really, really big step, I might not have really understood why I was withdrawing from you before, but it did make a difference. Now, I'm not going to be greedy if it's still going on and that defensiveness is still happening around you, even though I watched you do everything that you could to make it right. I need to stop being greedy and start addressing the concern more within myself. What is it about? Maybe I'm a commitment phobe on the down low. Maybe there's some things that about my past or past relationships I have not necessarily addressed, and you're bringing them out in me. The Lover's card has a tendency to do that, and because it came up in your read, and because this is flowing the way that it is flowing, I'm susceptible to believe that this is what this is. And for you to, you know, take a step back, I mean, appreciate it, reciprocate it, but then later on in the future, be able to go, hey, I feel this way again, but I don't see a communication with this person. You understand? I see a walking away, but I see the Eight of Pentacles, which leads me to believe that you're working on it within yourself. You understand? I'd feel a lot more comfortable if the communication, the lines of communication were open and you trusted this person. But baby steps, let the flower bloom, let the lotus bloom when the lotus blooms, kind of thing. And as long as you are trying to work on these feelings, emotions, and reservations you have, you know, I'm super good with that. I am super good with that. Okay. Bottom of the deck, they had the Devil in reverse. So that's a lot of major arcana, but it's a feeling of being unchained from. Unchained from obsessiveness, unchained from cheating, sneaking, lying, deceptive behaviors, ownership, addictions. Can I get some advice for my Sagittarius, please, on this reading? I'd like to see a little bit of advice concerning their Nine of Wands particularly. I'd like a little bit of advice concerning the Nine of Wands, because it does, honestly, the biggest issue that I see in this reading is the Nine of Wands repeating. You understand? The defensiveness, the exhaustion, the... Okay. This is cheesy advice, and I don't want to give it to you. But honestly, it says, don't be afraid to withdraw emotionally. Don't be afraid to withdraw intimately. That it won't necessarily burn anything down. Go to work, leave to go to work, work with other people. Don't be afraid to be around other people. See what I got here. Come on, get off me. Okay. Okay, we got two knights. One denoting emotion, right? And one denoting passion. They're both in reverse, right? But then I also have the Tower in reverse and the Star in reverse. So advice would seem that it's okay to not feel these feelings and then not act upon them because of fear of the tower falling over, because it won't necessarily, it's going to shake it a little bit, but you seem to have found like somebody that's kind of stable, right? I do see an effortless movement working with these people as long as you're honest with yourself and as long as you're able to discern the truth, right? Be aware of your feelings, emotions, desires, right? They seem to be willing and ready to work with you. It may look hopeless, it may look dim, dire, right, sometimes, with the lack of passion or the lack of emotion. But if you found somebody that is willing to go through these things with you, then good on you, Sagittarius. I think that flexing your wings and being what you want to be and accepting you for who you are while they're on side of you. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of energy supporting being vocal. And that's unlike any Sagittarius I have in my circle at this time or any Sagittarius that I've ever met. So that's strange for me. And I want to know why you're hiding it, why you're harboring it. I would love to see a lot more actual communication instead of this person trying to read your mind, read your emotions, read your body language, read your facial expressions. You understand? But if you're not comfortable with that at this time, I see that it's not really that big of a deal. They seem to be willing to grow with you and learn you and be there for you, whatever stage this relationship takes. And a lot of you, I know you're like, that's not what this is. No. If you put on your special little glasses and you look at it from a different view, step out of it for a little bit and understand where it flexes and where it bends and where it folds and where it fluffs up, you'll probably see the same thing that I do, right? I'm just looking from a way different view. I don't spend a lot of time worried about the TV. Bottom of the deck, there is a transformation. Allow yourself to transform. Now, death is a card of a slow, gradual transformation sweeping the whole country, right? Okay, so allow yourself this slow, gradual change. From the cards, they seem to be willing to work with you, and that's what I have for you, as long as you're honest with yourself, right? And willing to work on yourself and willing to grow into the person that you would become with this person, then everything should be fine. Until next time, Sagittarius, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot. See you again real soon.